My dear friends, let me ask you something. As the years pass, have you noticed how the world feels louder and louder? Everyone has something to say, everyone has advice, everyone seems to know how you should live. The constant noise can be overwhelming, making it hard to hear your own thoughts. But here's the profound truth. Old age is not about following that external noise. It's about finding an inner peace that transcends the clamor. It's about turning inward, rediscovering your authentic self, and choosing silence when silence truly gives you unparalleled strength. Today, I want to talk with you heart to heart about why this beautiful season of life, your golden years, is the perfect time to shift your focus entirely onto yourself. We'll explore why embracing silence can become your greatest wisdom, a source of profound strength and clarity. As we gracefully grow older, many things naturally change around us. Our bodies might slow down a little, some cherished friends and loved ones may no longer be with us, and our children build their own vibrant lives. The active roles we played for decades often fade into cherished memory. It's absolutely natural to feel like you've lost a part of your identity during these transitions. For so many years, you may have primarily measured your worth by how much you gave, how much you contributed to others' lives, often putting their needs before your own. But now, my friends, this is a beautiful, precious time to redefine that measure. This is the moment to measure yourself by how much peace, joy, and well-being you allow yourself to truly feel. This shift is not selfish. It's a profound act of self-respect. Focusing on yourself doesn't mean neglecting those you love. It means remembering that your own well-being matters immensely too. It's about replenishing your own cup so you can continue to be a source of strength, even if that strength is now quiet and internal. Think about it. Haven't you spent most of your life giving your invaluable time, your boundless energy, your heartfelt advice, and your unwavering care to countless others? You have poured yourself out generously for decades. Yet now, more than ever, your health, your mind, and your beautiful spirit need your focused, compassionate attention. This is not a luxury. It is a necessity for a fulfilling and vibrant old age. Prioritizing yourself ensures you can truly savor this chapter. Let me share the story of Mary. For decades, she was the undisputed glue in her family. She lovingly raised her children, tirelessly helped with her grandchildren, volunteered countless hours at her church, and even cared for a sick neighbor, never saying no. Mary never paused, never truly rested. She believed her worth was entirely measured by how much she could give to everyone else. But as she entered her 70s, her health began to suffer. She felt perpetually tired, utterly drained, almost invisible in her own life. It was then that Mary had a powerful realization. She had never truly asked herself, "What do I need?" This simple question became a turning point, awakening her to the importance of her own inner voice and unfulfilled desires. So Mary made a courageous decision. She began to intentionally take time for herself. She learned the powerful art of saying no when her body and spirit needed rest. She returned to painting, a passion she had loved as a young girl but had long abandoned. She also found immense solace in simply sitting in her garden in silence, observing the delicate dance of the birds, feeling the warmth of the sun, and allowing her mind to quiet. These moments of stillness became her sanctuary. At first, her family, accustomed to her constant activity, worried she was withdrawing. But slowly they began to witness something profound. They saw her genuine smile return, saw her inner strength blossom, and recognized a revitalized spirit. Mary later reflected, For the first time in my life, I truly feel like I'm living for me, not just for everyone else. Her transformation was a testament to the power of self-focus and self-discovery. Mary's inspiring story reminds us that when you courageously focus on yourself, you don't lose love. Instead, you gain a deep, abiding peace. And that profound peace, in turn, beautifully blesses everyone around you, radiating outwards. Now, let's turn our attention to the profound concept of silence. Silence is not an absence, not an emptiness to be feared or filled. On the contrary, silence is a deep, rich fullness, a sacred space where your soul takes a much-needed, expansive breath. In our incessantly noisy world, silence can initially feel uncomfortable, even unsettling. We're so conditioned to constant stimulation, but chosen silence, intentional silence, is incredibly healing. It offers your heart invaluable space and grants your mind profound rest. Think of silence like a beautifully cultivated garden. When you consciously quiet the external noise, you create fertile ground, making ample room for inner peace to truly take root and flourish. It's an act of deliberate cultivation for your spirit. You don't need to feel compelled to fill every single moment with conversation. You don't need to endlessly explain yourself or your choices. And you certainly don't need to join every single argument or debate. Sometimes silence is the most eloquent and powerful answer. Consider John, a retired mechanic in his 80s, beloved by his children. Yet, they constantly asked for his help. Fixing things, babysitting, attending every family event. John loved them dearly, but he felt increasingly worn out, stretched thin. One evening, instead of driving across town for yet another gathering, John, with a quiet resolve, simply stayed home. He made himself a soothing cup of tea, settled into his favorite armchair, and opened a long unread book, savoring the tranquility. At first, a familiar guilt crept in. He thought, am I being selfish? But as he continued to sit in that profound silence, something shifted. He felt a deep sense of calm, a peace he hadn't experienced in years, washing over him completely. The very next day, John gently but firmly communicated with his children. I love you all very much, he said, but I truly need to carve out some time for myself too. To his genuine surprise, they didn't resent it. They respected his boundary. They realized their wise father was still teaching them a valuable lesson: how to care for themselves and honor their own needs. Like John, we can all learn that choosing silence is not an act of running away. It is an empowering act of choosing peace. Silence teaches you to truly listen to yourself, to the gentle whispers of your own heart, and to the profound wisdom that only emerges when the incessant external noise finally fades away. It's a pathway to your deepest truths. Did you know that in the United States, nearly 1 in 3 older adults report feeling lonely? Research shows that chronic loneliness can significantly increase the risk of serious health issues like heart disease, stroke, and depression. But here's the crucial distinction: being alone is absolutely not the same as being lonely. You can find profound wholeness sitting in silence. You can rest in solitude and feel deeply connected to the vibrant tapestry of life itself. Mary, in her beloved garden, found immense healing in the quiet. John, in his favorite armchair, discovered renewed strength in a peaceful evening. Both intuitively grasped what modern science now powerfully confirms. Scientific studies show that intentional silence lowers stress hormones, calms the heart rate, and even supports a robust immune system. So, when you choose silence, you're not just protecting your precious mind, you are actively protecting your vital physical health. My friends, beyond the physical, silence also profoundly protects your dignity. As you grow older, you no longer need to prove yourself to anyone. You don't need to argue every trivial point, nor do you need to chase fleeting external approval. Silence in its quiet power declares, I have nothing left to prove. I am authentically enough, just as I am. It's a statement of self-acceptance and inner confidence that radiates wisdom to the world. Silence also beautifully teaches acceptance. Life has brought its share of both profound joys and deep losses. Some things simply cannot be changed, and some regrets, though painful, cannot be undone. Silence offers you the sacred space to gently let them go. Mary found profound liberation from years of guilt by returning to her beloved painting. John found freedom from the relentless pressure to please everyone by simply choosing well-deserved rest. Both discovered immense dignity in silence and profound peace in acceptance. When you truly learn to sit in silence, you learn to comfortably sit with yourself, with all your experiences, your wisdom, and your very essence. It's a journey of self-discovery, embracing who you are fully and completely. And when you sit with yourself, when you truly listen to that inner voice, you will discover that you are far stronger, infinitely wiser, and more beautifully complete than you ever fully realized. This inner wealth is your greatest treasure. So, my dear friends, I invite you to begin your own journey. Start with small, gentle steps. Perhaps a quiet morning coffee, a mindful walk in nature, or simply 5 minutes of stillness before your day begins. Embrace these precious moments. This journey of focusing on yourself and embracing silence is not about withdrawing from life. It's about reclaiming your precious inner world. It's about finding a deeper, richer way to engage with your life on your own terms. Your peace, your newfound strength, and your quiet wisdom can inspire those around you more profoundly than any amount of noise. Share your own wisdom in the comments below. How has silence or self-focus helped you in your life? We'd love to hear from you.